Every person within our community is important, and the children and families that come into our care are at the end. They need the support so that they can go on, so that their families can stay together, so that they're going to be successful.
These are the kids that have been labeled that these are the bad kids. And honestly, these aren't the bad kids. These are the kids that are just misunderstood, and nobody knows how to speak their language. And we're fortunate enough to know that in our building, we figure out their language and we can talk to the kids. We are the ICU of mental health, of children's mental health. There is no other agency. We are critical chronic care.
The Family Learning Place program has 14 clients, so about half of which are residential and half of which take part in our milieu program, which is school component as well as after school.
The intensity of our program at times even requires the child leaving the home, and of course for children 6 to 12 years of age, that's the last thing that you want to do is remove them from their home environment, their community school. When they get to us, it's at a crisis state where they feel as a family and they feel as a community that they no longer have any resources left to help these children.
My daughter Alicia showed signs of ADH qualities at school, at her community school. She would, interrupt in class and always want to be center of attention and mimic the teacher, being loud and always being timed out at school or going to the principal's office. And with the help of Windsor Regional and the Family Learning Place, she's now being focused on, the tasks at hand.
Sometimes we would have free time. Sometimes we would have shared partners. We would have to do games together. Since I come here, I'm not interrupting, staying still. I was saying, good job, Alicia, you really improved.
She's learned that ability to take that back to her community school and really excel. You don't know where to go with their help. You have hope, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
This is our second time. We came in January. And he's made 100% turnaround in the last 6 months.
Happy and excited. I want to play with my friends, getting along with them.
His self-esteem is improved 100%. He's much more confident with things. Staff may say, but there's this to try. Let me give you these tools. Have confidence, don't give up. You always know that you have somebody to come to. They're always honest with you. They are so committed to their job, to our children. They give them structure, they give them care. There's empathy when needed. It's life-changing.
They are living with us 5 days a week, and we're sort of replacing their parents and their guardians for the most part for the majority of the week. So there's a lot of hugs, there's a lot of affection, there's a lot of things like that goes on because these kids are just so young and they're away and in a difficult environment.
It does at times break our hearts as well, but we know that we're getting them to the successful place by saying, you want to be home with mom. So we're going to teach you the skills on, mom's asking you to listen, which seems like a basic skill for a 6-year-old, but they really need to know the plan, and that's what we do there, is teach them.
They're doing a lot of work on anger management, on parent management. It's a very old building. It has sort of an institutional feel to it. The bedrooms are very old, not very inviting, not very warm.
We are like little ants in this small little place where we are all on top of each other. We've made it successful working in that small chaos, preparing kids for our kitchen that's no bigger than a 10 by 10 room, where that's our kitchen and 14 people have to, with additional staff, go in and out there to prepare meals, have snacks, clean up. Our group room, where we run all of our programs, is our dinner table. It's also our homework table. It's also where we do arts and crafts. We don't have any other place for them to go, so we work with what we have.
We have no family rooms where a family can come in and say, you know, to one of the child and youth workers, I really need to talk to you. It's been a really bad day. This is what's happened. In retrospect, there's no private area where the child and youth workers can say to a parent, you know what, your child's had a really rough day.
If I needed to talk to a counselor privately, see how my daughter did that day, there's really no place for them to sit and talk to the parent without others listening. It wasn't as private as it could be.
It doesn't really fit. I mean, part of my job is to do the pre-admission work with the families. So when they're coming into the program, I'm the one who's introducing them, taking them on the tours, and usually they have a great first experience. But then as we go on the tour and we stop at the family learning place, they seem to be sort of taken aback. Maybe they were expecting something newer or something a little more warmer of an environment, which it just isn't.
We Care for Kids has committed $1 million to build the We Care home. We cannot do it alone. We need the support of the community. I truly believe this is an amazing cause, and we can make a difference. Every child deserves a loving, caring environment, and a makeover will provide that home environment for them.
You don't want mental health or kids as young as 6 years old to feel like they're in a hospital, because then they look at themselves with a stigma, I'm sick, there's something wrong with me.
In the new environment, there will be treatment rooms, there will be enough bedrooms for each of the kids, and there will be more space.
It's going to be exciting to say to a parent, it looks like you've had a rough day, come with me. Let's go talk in this room, and you know, we can close the door and we can actually talk to you, and we can concentrate on what you're saying and not be affected by all the noise going on around us.
A kid has a broken arm, you can see a cast, you can visually see it. With mental health issues, you don't really see it. It just comes out through their behaviors.
But without this FLP, we would not be where we are today. I can say that for sure.
It's so important that these families and these children get help, because the whole community will benefit when they leave the program and they have the new skills and they can go back into school, and that child can say, I'm happy, I feel successful. That family can say, we can do it now.